In this lecture, I am going to create an API endpoint to update a comment. So let's open our api.php file to add a new route to update a comment. Route method will be put and URL will be comment slash comment ID as a route parameter slash update, and it will execute comment controller update method, and this route should be protected. That's why I am adding authenticator middleware to this route so that a user need to provide API tokens through authorization header to update his comment. Now let's open our comment controller and then let's add a method called update inside our comment controller. Let's get comment as the parameter to this method. Also let's take request object as a dependency injection to this method. Now I will find the comment with this comment ID from our comments table, and I will store the record to a variable called $comment, and we can find the comments with this ID with the help of comment model. So I'll query comment where ID is equal to $comment ID, and I will take the first record. So this will return as comment object if comment found with this comment ID, and this will return as null value if no comment found with this comment ID. Okay, and I am going to load user data for this comment. We have user relationship inside our comment model. You see, we have user relationship inside our comment model. That's how we can load this user data for this comment with the help of with method. Now I will check if comment found, then I will allow the user to update the comment, and else if no comment found, then I will return a JSON response with message no comment found with status code 400. And if comment found, then I will check if this comment is owned by currently authenticated user or not. So I'll check comment user ID is equal to we can get currently authenticated user data from request user method. This will return us currently authenticated user data because this route is protected so that a user need to provide API tokens, then only we can get currently authenticated user data from this request user method. Okay, so I am checking if this comment user ID is equal to currently authenticated user ID or not. Okay, so if this comment is not owned by currently authenticated user, then I will return a JSON response with message access denied. And the status code will be 403 for access denied. Okay, and if this comment is owned by currently authenticated user, then I will allow the user to update the comment. Okay, so I will add validation rules for message field. We can take the code from our create method which I created earlier. So I am checking if validation fails. Okay, then I will return a JSON response with message validation errors, and I will return the error messages to this error keys. Okay, and we added validations for message field with the help of validator facade, which I already included inside our comment model during comment creation functionalities. Okay, if validation passes, then I will update the comment data. Okay, I'm going to update this comment data, and we can update the data with the help of update method, and we are going to update message field, and this will be request message. Okay, after updating comment data, I will return a JSON response with message comment successfully updated, and I will return the newly updated comment data to this data key, and the status code will be 200. Okay, now let's test this endpoint from Postman. From Postman, let's open a new tab, and then let's provide the request URL, So the endpoint will be comment id slash update. Change it to put, and to the header let's pass accept key, and this should be accept, and this should be application slash JSON. Okay, and we need to pass authorization header, and inside this authorization header we need to pass API tokens, and it should be BREAD token, and we can generate authorization token through our login API. Let's generate an API tokens with this email and password. So I am generating API tokens for user ID 1. Now let's provide BREAD token here, and let's provide an comment ID which is not owned by this user. Okay, let's check our comments API. So we are getting all the comments here from this API for blog ID 10. Let's find a comment which is not owned by user ID 1. Okay, this comment is owned by user ID 3. Now let's try to update this comment from this API endpoint. Okay, let's try to execute this endpoint. You see we are getting access denied message because this comment is not owned by user ID 1. Now let's try to update a comment which is owned by user ID 1. Let's try to update this comment. Let's provide the comment ID here. Try to update this comment. You see now we are getting validation error messages because we need to pass message field. Okay, because this is put method, we need to pass data through xwww form URL encoded. Okay, in Laravel we cannot pass data through form data for put method. Now let's provide the updated message. Let's copy this message and paste it here, and let's append updated. You see now we are getting comment successfully updated message, and we are getting the updated comment. Now let's try to execute this endpoint to check comment is updated or not. You see comment is updated. Okay, so our comment update functionality is working. In the next lecture I am going to add comment delete functionality, so stay connected.